YouTube, what's going on? It's Jamar here, Vegas Sense. I got a new video here, and this one is actually going to be an Alexandria Fragrances video. I haven't done an Alexandria Fragrances video and it's been months, I know. So definitely glad to do another video for Alexandria Fragrances. This one, it's not going to be like a review video, it's more so like a first impressions. And this is going to be my first impressions of Hafez 1984. So this fragrance, I did receive this quite a while ago actually. I received it as well as several other samples and a couple bottles that Alexandria Fragrances actually sent me a few months ago for review. So thanks again to Alexandria Fragrances for that. And I haven't done any videos on any of the samples that they sent me. So I wanted to go ahead and get these out of the way, especially this one, the Hafez 1984 Intense. I did have the original Hafez 1984, and I really did enjoy that one. I received that one along with, I believe it was like 2 other fragrances, and I still remember that the Hafez 1984, that was definitely like my favorite fragrance out of all 3. You know, just upon the initial spray, I was really impressed with that particular fragrance. You know, super masculine, long lasting, you know, beast mode performance, and just the overall scent I really did enjoy. Now, fast forward to this fragrance, I want to say this fragrance, it came out, I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say maybe like around the end of 2018, maybe like the beginning of this year. And you know, there were a lot of mixed reviews in regards to this particular fragrance. You know, in my opinion, this one still, it keeps the same scent DNA of the original, but to me, it sort of smooths everything out, and it makes, in my opinion, this fragrance is a little bit more of a sexier version of, you know, Hafez 1984. So just to go over the notes here in this fragrance, the notes are oud, coffee, leather, saffron, jasmine, tonka bean, what is it? Vanilla and sandalwood. All right. So those are the notes in this particular fragrance. And then if we go over here to Hafez 1984, it's just tobacco, vanilla, patchouli, what is it? Rum and exotic spices. So it's definitely more of a simpler note breakdown in Hafez 1984. And I mean, just sort of comparing these two, I would say that if you had 2 guys side by side, Hafez 84 would be kind of like the loud and obnoxious one, I guess you could say, that, you know, wears shirt open or wore shirt open, is, you know, really loud, flirtatious, just obnoxious, I guess you could say. And then the Hafez Intense, the Hafez 1984 Intense, would be the more subdued, laid back, sort of suave type guy. You know, that's a little bit more reserved, I would say. Takes a more gentlemanly approach. So that's like the main way that I guess that I can sort of compare these 2 fragrances. Now, I don't necessarily think I can say that one is better than the other. These fragrances, I feel like, are probably best suited for different times. In my opinion, this Hafez 1984 is best for this time right now, nighttime. So I think that this one would actually be like the better scent to wear like on a date. You know, I think this scent would probably do better for casual situations. And then in my opinion, I think the Hafez 1984, you know, that one, it does definitely have some versatility, but I mean, would I necessarily wear that one on a date? No, I don't think I would ever wear that one on a date. especially not when it comes to some of the feedback that I've gotten from other women on that fragrance. I haven't met not one woman that's actually liked that particular fragrance. So I think it just sort of depends. With this particular fragrance though, the one thing that I do really like about this fragrance is you can't really pick out any individual notes in this fragrance. So nothing really stands out, you know, like super loudly or super obvious. You know, even though this has, you know, coffee in it, you know, I was really expecting this fragrance to have like a really strong coffee smell. But I think the coffee, you know, mixed in with like the oud and the tonka bean and the vanilla, everything just sort of blends together for this really nice, pleasant scent. And, you know, despite this fragrance having oud in it, I mean, I think this is, again, another really wearable oud fragrance. I haven't gotten any sort of feedback from anybody else yet on this particular fragrance, but I think this is a really nice fragrance, absolutely. Just off of just my initial take on the smell, I think this is a solid 9 out of 10. I really thoroughly enjoy this particular scent. Don't have a bottle of it, obviously, and I no longer have my Hafez 1984 either, but I would say if you're someone maybe looking at whether or not you should buy this one or the original 1984, I would maybe lean towards recommending this particular fragrance over the 1984, the original. Now there's also the Hafez Gold that's just been recently released, which I believe is basically like Hafez 1984 mixed with like the Xerjoff Naxos DNA, so like their 1981X. I haven't smelled that one yet, so I can't really give any thoughts on that one, but just overall, I think this is a really solid scent. And I think it's probably best suited for like fall and winter, I would say for sure. But you could even probably get away with this particular scent on like cooler summer and spring nights, like, you know, like right now. You know, obviously it's fall season, but I mean, it's still about 70 to 80 degrees out here right now, and it doesn't seem overly cloying or anything like that, all right? So definitely go ahead and check this one out. You can find it at alexandriafragrances.com. It's Jamar here, Vegas Scents. I'll see y'all in the next video.